This episode is rather straightforward, honestly, at least compared to last week. So, what exactly do we have here? Well, if anything is certain, Ushio basically flipped the switch, and we're kind of forced to follow two potential narratives here until one of them is fully debunked. It's either she's the real Ushio and the explanation as to what happened to her when she supposedly died remains to be revealed, or she's Ushio's shadow, but dumbed down to the point that she doesn't even resemble the traits of a shadow and is more or less a decoy. Personally, I'm leaning towards the former, mainly because I find it odd that, get this, if this Ushio was the shadow, I fail to see why Shinpei's shadow would hurt her. Like, if the original Ushio is actually dead and had a funeral for all to see, mind you, I simply fail to see why Ushio's shadow would still exist, or at least stay as a shadow of Ushio, because why continue copying someone that the entire community just held a funeral of? So, yeah, that's kind of my stance on whether this Ushio is real or not. And as for the possible traitor that Shadow Mio mentioned, not gonna lie, I don't know who it is. I'm trying to backtrack here with the previous episodes, and outside of So, I don't know who could be the traitor. And even if we try to incriminate So, he doesn't seem to imply much that could make him an accomplice of the Shadows before. Other than that, the Shadows also mentioned a quote unquote mother, most likely to be the queen bee of the brood, so her introduction to the story is something that we should take note of since her mere existence implies that the shadows are basically one giant faction with sussy baka objectives. In any case, the episode ended with the arrival of our Megane waifu, and things are starting to get spicier as next week we might see significant info bombs thanks to this woman. And with that said, that's basically it for me for this episode. I thank you all for watching and see you guys next week.